Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to begin by saying Barakatah, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rukah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the sincere Akim that puts this truth and all due diligence and sincerity. Yeah, man, if you come to serve the Lord, like the scripture says, prepare yourself for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble, man. We're gonna go through absolute hell and be tested, man. Satan will just flip it on you, man. Will flick the switch, and sometimes, you ain't gonna see it coming. Sometimes you're gonna be there expecting it, but sometimes you're not gonna see it coming. And you just gotta deal with the hell, man. But your mentality should be, I've been called into this thing to suffer for the Lord. So even if I gotta give my actual, literal life up, man, for this truth, I'll do what I need to do to be counted worthy of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So starting off with Sirach 2, it reads, "My son, if thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." So just expect to catch hell, expect for things to go wrong, expect to be tested. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Meaning that there will be issues. There will be times where you'll be betrayed by people. There will be times where, shit will hit the fan. There will be, there will be some dark times in this truth, on this walk. But you just got to make sure that you exercise the value of consistency, which a lot of people don't have, but it's highly important. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at our last end. So, just hold tight, man. Hold firm onto this truth. Hold firm onto the teachings that we've been given from the ancient prophets of old and from our apostles and elders, man. And do what you need to do, which is endure unto the end, man. Because what did Yahweh Shai write say in the book of Revelations, the second chapter? Let's read it, man. Revelations 2 and 25. "But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come." Just keep hanging on there. Hang in there, man. And that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. Meaning that, if you really overcome all the hell, the tribulation, the test that you have to face, and just keep on holding on to Yahweh Shai's works unto the end, what does the Lord say he's going to do for a man like that? To him will I give power over the nations. The Lord's going to liberate us, man, above the nations. Think about that, man. And he shall rule over them, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father. And I will give him the morning star. He that have an ear to hear, he that have an ear to hear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches, man. Meaning that the Lord is going to ultimately, man, give us divine rule over these nations, man. We're going to be, as the book of Revelation says also, and as the book of Revelation says, man, we're going to rule over them with a rod of iron. The scripture also says that we're going to be a nation of kings and priests, man. Meaning that we're going to set out the divine order of the Lord and make sure that these other nations, man, that are not going to be perfected like Israel, are following it. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. We have the ultimate glory to wait for, and in order to receive it, we gotta go through a bit of a humbling process. And the word humble ultimately goes back to humiliation. Humility goes back to humiliation. We gotta be somewhat humiliated, being the offscouring of the earth on this side, in order to receive the blessings that are to come. Well, if I got to be counted a fool for Yahweh Shai's sake, count me in, man. And that's the mentality that we should all have, man. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. And understand, it's for a reason. You have a vehicle, you have a car crash, you lose your car, your woman leaves you, takes the child with her. Understand that ancient men of old suffered worse fates than that. Job is the perfect example, and one of the examples I love to reference. But there's many other men, but Job, always comes to the forefront. He was a astute man, did everything to exhibit his fear of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Satan wanted to test him. The Lord gave Satan certain parameters, just don't touch Job himself. But you can have power over everything else around him. Satan killed Job's children. He allowed his substance to be stolen away from him. His wife started chatting shit. He had ailments, but he persevered, man. And for that, the Lord had mercy on him and bestowed him even more wealth and riches and children than he did before. Whatsoever was brought upon thee, take cheerfully. I'll read that again. And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state, because you gotta be in this for your daily bread. In the book of Matthew, the 6th chapter, it speaks clearly in the Lord's Prayer about daily bread. Yeah, give us this day our daily bread, man. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Daily bread, you gotta be happy to just literally get by on a day-to-day basis. Of course, you know, if you're in a position to better yourself a little bit, build a little hedge, no one's advising you against that, but you gotta understand that the importance of just being appreciative of being able to get through day to day, having the Lord manage you through the sufficient evils of a day in itself. For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. So in the same way that gold is purified through extreme heat, the Lord's gonna put you to the heat to see if you're able to deal with it. Believe in him and he will help thee. Order that way aright and trust in him. Just keep your house in order. Do what you need to do. Make sure that you put your best foot forward in this truth every single day. That's all the Lord asks. And as long as you're doing that, he will have mercy, man. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Hawashai. Yeah, man. The Lord will look over you. Verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see. Did ever any trust in the Lord Yahweh? Bashem Yahushua was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? And of course not. Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And there's none. The Lord will ultimately, man, always have mercy upon his elects, man. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. The Lord shows great mercy, man. And at the end of the day, the main thing that he wants us to exhibit is faith in him, man. The Lord knows everything that we need. He knows our wants. He knows our weak points. He knows what we're struggling with. But we got to demonstrate that faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. We got to have faith without doubting, man. And ultimately, the Lord's going to bestow onto us everything we want and more. Matthew's the 5th chapter. I want to quickly just skim through this. Verse 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Does that not apply to us? Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. I mean, you should be thinking, brothers, you should be resonating with that. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, especially in this fucking filthy world, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. I mean, it speaks for itself. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you, despise you, and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. I don't know what was wrong with my man. He used to be out in the club with us, and now he's into that Bible on a Friday and a Saturday night. He's saying he's not free to go out to the club and move the girls. He's out there studying. Oh, I don't know what's up with this guy. Like your woman might have the perception. I don't know what's up with this guy. He used to take me out on dates every Saturday. We used to go out and paint the town red, and now he's talking about he has to go out with the brothers. What's up with him? Talking shit. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you, and Jerusalem was known for killing the prophets. They wanted to kill Jeremiah. They wanted to see the wicked of our people also would have been down to see Daniel, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Nehemiah, Nahum, all of the ancient prophets down, man. But the Lord Yahweh Shemi Hawashai watched over his men, and even in death, man, ultimately, because some men were martyred for for this truth, man. Even in death, though, Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, man, the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai can't be quenched, man. On this side, the dead in Yahweh are gonna rise first, and even back then, man, all of the hell that they put the prophets under. Guess what? 2024, we're still reading the words of Jeremiah, still reading the words of the prophets of old, still maintaining in the teachings of Yahweh Shai himself when he came down and spent time with the 12, and you know, and spent additional time before he went up into heaven. We're still meditating on the righteous teachings of the men of old, and Yahweh Shimi Hoshai Razal. We're gonna be members. We're gonna be members, Lord willing, members of validated members of the elect. You know, that you're gonna have our stories told in the kingdom to come, man. How stiffly we stood, how much sacrifice we gave, all the tribulation that we faced to make sure that the doctrine of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai was pushed. Rejoice and be exceeding glad. For great is your reward in heaven, like it says, man. You know, because at the end of the day, we're fighting a good fight of faith. Faith being the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. We have these the faith in these scriptures. In this current lifetime, we wouldn't have seen Yahweh physically. But trust and believe, man. The signs are there. The signs are there, and you know, like we haven't in this lifetime seen the Gulf of Suez parted. We know it happened, and that's primarily through our faith. You know, of course, there's records of the exploits of the Israelites out of Egypt and all of that, but faith, man, is the main thing that holds us down. We are faith-based Israelites, man. Facts. We haven't seen, you know, all of the great, magnificent at works in the flesh in this lifetime, but you better believe it, man. And we have extreme faith that we're gonna be able to do that and more. You know, no man on this side has seen a man kill 1,000 men with the jawbone of our ass. But we believe that as King David did, we're gonna do great works and even more. We believe, and the scriptures say that the meekest of us will be as David, man, being able to bend still with his arm and jump like he had a hind's feet. Because the Lord Yahweh Shemi Hawashai is not a man that he should lie, man. We're gonna keep our faith in the Lord Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. Just a second. I want to end on this. Just a second. Trust in the Lord. Hey man, I wasn't even looking for that, but Psalms 4 and 5 offer the sacrifices of righteousness. On this side, go out there, do the work of the Lord, be an evangelist, put out the video epistles, and put your trust in the Lord Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, man. Facts. That's all we can do, man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding, man. Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord Yahweh with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. Yeah. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. That's right. Let the Lord lead you. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord Yahweh and depart from evil. That's all I gotta say, man. Stay fighting like him. And when you get, you know, put down in those low positions, take the stance that the disciples and the apostles did in Acts the 5th chapter. Count yourself lucky to be worthy to suffer shame for the Lord, man. And do what you gotta do to get through this, man. Pray to the Lord for strength. Pray to the Lord for faith. And keep fighting that good fight of faith. And Lord willing, may we see each other on the other side. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Barakatam Shalom.